Guys, I just need to have a little bit of a chat with Sarah about a few things that have come up that you're probably not really privy to at the moment, but I just need to talk to him for a while, and just go and get yourself something to eat or whatever, and I'll give you a buzz as soon as I can sort that out. Alright? Thanks. How you going, bud? What's been happening? Yeah?
Quiet out the farm.
Yeah?
Yeah, doing a bit of painting and that.
Maybe I'm painting.
Yeah, painting the fence.
What colour? White? White picket fence?
Purple picket fence.
Yeah? Oh, it's kind of like bobby balls, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's the girl I live with. She loves purple. So,
Does she?
yeah, so purple fence and
Oh, you've got to keep them happy.
purple aviary and everything. So.
Yeah, you collect birds and shit there.
I've got a Pet 28.
Okay.
Australian ringneck that I've
How was that?
cut with a chainsaw.
You cut it with a chainsaw?
Yeah, I was a tree lopper. And we were cutting down a tree and just clipped his wing. So I kept him in, I used a nest link, so he's 12 months old in September. I paid him for 12 months in September.
Oh, that's good.
Talks and whistles and carries on.
Beautiful. Is that Danny Bird?
Yeah, and I want to get more. I've asked my neighbour across the road because there's 28 steps in the trees.
Okay.
I'm going to go get him a partner.
Very good. And breed?
Yeah. Oh, not so much breed, just so he's got a partner for him, but yeah.
That's good.
Breed good.
Excellent.
I like 28.
Listen, I'm hearing through Jeff, through Paul, that you're doing some good stuff.
Yep.
I suppose I just have to, make sure you're happy doing what you're doing, that there's no issues there, because as you know, there's things are moving.
Yes.
You've got no problems, you're happy, no one's forcing you to do anything you don't want to do?
No, I'm quite enjoying it actually.
Okay, that's good. And they're looking after you?
Yes, very much.
That's excellent.
Yep.
Listen, one of the reasons I brought you here was, as you know, I said to you before, we've got to walk before we run, we've got to crawl before we walk. And as you probably also know, I've got a lot of people in my confines all around the country that I pay good money to get good information from.
Yes.
And as this thing's progressing, this big job that we're looking at, I've been checking it out,
Yep.
which is only expected of me.
Yes.
And there's a couple of things that have come up that we need to talk about.
Yes.
Alright?
If I'd known, I thought it was all dealt with.
Look, I'm here on other business.
Yes.
I'll be straight with you. I'm here on other business, but I got some information through earlier this morning, which has kind of made me postpone all that stuff, so that we can sort this out. What do you need to tell? Is there something you need to tell me, or? And bear in mind that the whole what we do is based on respect and honesty, right?
Yes. Well, I've told Paul and Jeff.
Just let me stop you there before you go on.
Yes.
I'll let you know that I don't care what you've done.
Yes.
Alright?
Yes.
I've got no qualms at all. I've dealt with a lot of real bad cunts, alright?
Yes.
And I've had a lot of real bad cunts on my books. What they do, what they get up to, doesn't faze me at all. All I'm looking for is loyalty, respect and honesty.
Yes.
And I'll pay you back as you pay me back.
Yes. I understand
So
that.
go on.
Yes. Now, because I lived in the area.
Just let me figure out how to turn this bloody thing off. Home. System off. Sorry, go on.
I was living in the area in 2003 when Daniel Morcombe went missing, and so I've been interviewed and I was hounded for ages about that. I can guarantee I had nothing to do with Daniel Morcombe's disappearance. One of my alibis, or half an hour of my alibi, they reckon they've shot the pieces because my drug dealers now have changed their mind that I wasn't at her house. And I've lost my two eldest kids due to this as well. I was brought forward to the coroner's inquest in March, April this year, and I thought that was the end of it. So I was surprised when Craig said to me that there's not a warrant but a subpoena.
Yeah, look, I got some info this morning. Basically saying those things, but what concerns me more than anything else is the info's telling me, and as I said, I pay good money to a lot of people, and I take a lot of risk in doing that, to get the information that I need to keep us safe and clean.
Yep.
as a group. Because ultimately, you know, if the heat's on you, then the heat's on Paul, the heat's on Jeff, and the heat's on me. And I can't afford for that to happen, right? So what's happened is, from the information I've got, alright, I'm told you've done the Daniel Morcombe murder.
Yep.
I'm told that it's dead set that you're the one who's done it.
Yep.
And like I said, that doesn't bother me at all. But what concerns me is that I can sort this for you. You know, I can sort things out, I can buy the alibis, I can get rid of stuff, all that kinds of things that needs to be done, I can do.
Yep.
But I need to know what I need to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you saying then, look, I had nothing to do with it, that's not what I'm being told.
Yep.
And that brings me in a real dilemma, in a crossroads. Because I want to move forward with what we're doing,
Yep.
but until I can sort this out, I can't.
Yep.
Because you're too hot.
Yep.
I'm told there's a subpoena coming for you. I'll show you the email I got this morning. Honestly, I'm here doing other stuff. And when I got this, I thought, look, I better talk to you. Man on man, one-on-one, in confidence,
Yep.
to see if I need to see how I can sort this out, right? Because as I've said from what I'm told, you're good for us,
Yep.
and I want to bring you on board, but I've got to weigh up the risks to me. It's not any business, you know?
Yep.
Have a read of that, alright? That's what I got this morning.
Can you enlarge that?
I'll read it for you, alright?
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Yeah, you know glasses?
Yeah, I've got them in the car.
Yeah. I'm getting the same way,
Yeah.
you know? I fight it and fight it and fight it, but you know, I need them. Okay, what I've got is Arnold, Shadow Hunter, alias Brett Peter Cowan,
Yep.
the main suspect in the disappearance of Daniel Morcombe, who went missing in Queensland 7 December 2003. My sources tell me that there's no doubt he's the person responsible for this event. Witnesses have placed him at the scene with Morcombe just prior to disappearance. Additionally, there's about a 45-minute window of opportunity where Cowan is unaccounted for. He provided a weak alibi 2 years later in a family court matter, but there's something about this alibi that's not right, and I'll find out all more shortly and let you know. The Morcombe case is one of the highest profile missing person cases in Queensland history, and there's a lot of media interest in it. Cowan gave evidence at an inquest under the code name of P7, and I suggest you Google some of the info that I've provided to get more of a feeling for this matter, which I've done. Coroner's inquests are recommencing shortly, and Cowan will then be in the spotlight. If you can't sort this out, then I suggest you drop him like a hot potato. Alright, so that's what I've got, and that's what I've postponed it. I haven't postponed what's happening,
Yep.
but I've postponed the business I had to do this morning to sit down with you one-on-one and sort this shit out, alright? But like I said, I can't sort out what I don't know.
Yep.
So, look, what happened and how can I sort it out?
I don't know.
Like I said, alright? Honesty, trust, respect, alright?
Yep.
You know where you're going, you know what your options are here. Alright? And you know the information I've got, and as I said, I pay good people good money
Yep.
to keep us clean. And if I've got to postpone what we're going to do for a few months to sort this out,
Yep.
I'm happy to do that for your sake.
Yep.
Alright? Because I'm told that you're pretty loyal,
Yep.
you build up a good relationship with some of the boys, and they speak very highly of you.
I appreciate that.
So what do I need to fix?
Yeah, okay. You know, yeah, I do.
Alright, so you do that, but what I'm saying is, I need to kind of go, I need to stick right back to the whole thing,
Yep.
so that if there's anything like I don't know if they've got any DNA or that kind of shit.
No DNA.
Yeah, obviously they haven't found the fucking body.
They took my car, they searched my car, did all forensics on my car, they got nothing out of my car.
Well look, just lead me through the whole fucking thing, how it happened, from where to go, and then I'll think about things that we need to sort and fix. You want a coffee or something?
No, I'm not. I don't know how. I seen him standing there, I did a loop around and...
Okay, hang on. What time was this?
I don't know.
Okay, so from what I'm told, it was about lunchtime early morning.
Afternoon.
You were going, where were you going?
I was going up to my boss's father's place to pick up a wood mulcher.
Going to your boss's father's place to pick up a wood mulcher, yeah?
Because they'd done some tree lopping in our own yard at the farm and I was saying little one. Picked it up and on the way home. There was a broken down bus. The sun bus, broken down, and then I seen Daniel.
Did you know him at all? Okay, so you seen him on the side of the road?
Yes.
What, to do you or something, or?
Went up and around and parked in the church car park. My car was never on the road, so I don't know how they ever got.
Because there's something, I've heard something about a white four-wheel drive that they found.
Yeah, well, it was not sitting on the highway at all.
So you parked behind near the church, or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walked down and sat there and then...
Did you talk to him for long, or?
I didn't talk to him at all when I got there. Maybe just look as though I was waiting for the bus.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
The bus drove past and that's when I said, I'm going down to the shopping centre, do you want a lift?
Yeah.
And he's gone, yet.
So he's missed the bus or something, has he? Or?
No, the bus drove past because it was giving the orders not to pick up any more passengers because it was a broken down one and there would be another bus through.
Yep. Okay, so you asked him if you want a lift, he said yeah?
Yeah, he jumped in.
Where did you sit in your car? The front, the back?
Seat.
Passenger seat, front.
Passenger
Yep.
seat, yeah.
Yep.
Instead of taking the shopping centre, I took him to a secluded spot that I knew of.
Where was that?
It's a beer on just off Coochin Creek.
What's it called? Because that's pretty important. What's it called?
Beerwah.
Beerwah.
Yeah, B-E-R-W-A-H. That's right.
Beerwah.
Yeah. That's where I lived, in Beerwah.
Okay, so you knew the area pretty well. You've taken him to Beerwah. How far away is that from where you picked him up?
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
Approximately, yeah.
I don't know you. I've never really been to Queensland. How much to do with it?
Yeah.
So, alright, so you've taken him to Beerwah. Have you talked to him along the way, or? No problems?
No.
Alright. Like I said, I'm not judging you at all.
Yeah.
Alright? So, bear that in mind, alright?
Yeah.
Just tell me what I need to fix. You've taken him to Beerwah?
Yeah, went to an abandoned house thing that I knew where...
Do you know exactly where that was?
End of Roy's Road.
End of Roy's.
End of Roy's Road.
How do you spell that?
Roy's Road.
Oh, Roy's Road. R-O-Y-S or something, isn't it? Roy's Road at the end.
Yeah.
Because what we might need to do is... I'll get to that later, but we might need to get that sorted. We're going to need to get that sorted, alright?
There's nothing there. I went back because I just put it under bushes and I went back to...
Okay, so, alright, so you've taken him to the house?
Yep.
What happened in the house? Like I said, I'm not judging you, alright?
Yeah, well, I never got to molest him or anything like that. He panicked and I panicked and grabbed him around the throat and just before I knew he was dead.
Alright, how long did it take you to strangle him out? Do you know? You probably don't think about shit like that at the time.
Yeah.
So what you were looking at...
Didn't seem long.
Alright. So you grabbed him out of the throat, he's still sitting in the car?
No, this is where
You've taken him to the house?
Yeah.
Whereabouts in the house?
It was just into the... There was no furniture or nothing, it was just into the first room.
The first room.
In the door.
Did he fucking spit, leave blood, anything in that room?
Not that I know of, no.
What about his clothing? Have all his clothing on still, or...?
Yes, he had his clothing on there.
Alright, so you've choked him out?
Yeah.
He's died?
Yeah.
In that room?
Yeah.
What have you done then with him?
Taken him outside and took his... put him in the back of my car.
When you say the back of your car, you're talking about the...
Where...
It was a white four-wheel drive or something?
Yeah, Pajero.
Okay.
So it had
like a big door at the back?
Yeah.
Did it have seats in the back as well, or?
I had the seats taken out.
Okay.
The mulcher was in there.
Alright, so you've lied him in the back of the car?
Yeah.
With the mulcher there still?
Yes.
Has he touched the mulcher or?
Nothing.
Did you reckon you left any prints at the house or?
No. The house is gone.
It's gone?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll get to that in a minute. So, you've taken him in the back of your car? How long did this take, you reckon?
I only had to go from the house 150 metres to where I was, because it's all bush and...
Alright, so you've taken him from the house?
It's an old sand mining site.
You picked him up from the house, put him in the back of your car, and you've driven him 150 metres or so. To where?
More secluded bush away from... I was in a fenced up area. I was actually going to lease the property to do sandblasting on.
Yep.
And there's an embankment where the sand mining got up to, and then it's all been grown over with trees and bush again, and then you've got the old lake, the sand mining lake.
Yep. Look, I'm not familiar with the area, mate. Just draw us a little fucking map so that I know what you're talking about, just like from where the house was to where the thing was.
And then the Roy's Road comes in here like that to a macadamia or an avocado farm, and that sort of spreads out around here like this and everything. There's a couple of sheds, and then there was the house here.
Yeah. This is the road, isn't it?
This is just the property sort of thing. Where the house is, there's a little track that goes off down there through a gate.
Yeah.
Down to, it's nothing, there's a caravan and an old mobile sawmill.
About 150 metres away, I reckon.
Yep.
Alright, okay. So once you've done that, what have you done with him then?
Put him out of the car,
Yep.
drag him down the embankment and...
When you dragged him, did you leave anything? How'd you drag him? On the feet, on the arms or?
I carried him over and threw him down the embankment and he sort of...
Okay, so you threw him over the embankment? How far was that?
Metre and a half.
Metre and a half down. Have you left any marks or?
No way.
Okay, you fucking bushed him like the old cowboy movies. Alright. So, he's gone down the embankment, about a metre and a half.
Yep.
What have you done then?
I went down there and this one dragged him through. I don't know how far it was. Until I found somewhere I thought was...
A good spot.
Yeah.
So was that sand, grass, what?
Sandy.
Do you still have all the clothing on? Did you leave anything behind? Or?
You know, he had all his clothes on. I've stripped him off.
Yep.
And trees and all that sort of stuff, and branches, and covered his body with that. His clothes I took back with me and threw them into the creek.
You threw him in the creek? Which creek?
I'm not too sure whether it's...
Was the creek here, right there, or just...
No, it was on the way home. I had to go across one lane. It's still all secluded and everything, but like an old logging bridge type thing.
Like, so you've gone over a logging bridge, down a creek or something?
Yeah, there's a creek there, and there's grass flowing, and I saw his clothes
You
in
just
there.
chucked them all in. Did you put them in a bag or anything like that? Just what, one by one, or a whole lot, or?
Threw them all in.
And what happened to them? As you sucked off there?
Sank and floated away.
They sank and floated away.
None of that's ever been found.
Well, you're lucky, aren't you?
Yeah. And the
Alright,
house...
so after you've done all that, now I've heard something about a fucking watch, that he had a watch or some fucking thing, did you have that? Did you keep?
All went in.
The whole lot went in, everything, so you didn't keep anything of his?
Nothing.
There's no chance he was going to find anything of his?
No, nothing.
Alright, so you've left him there, under the shrubs?
Yep.
What have you done then?
I went home.
You've thrown the clothes in the thing?
Yep.
You've gone home?
Yep. I did stop at my dealer's place and pick up some
Did you?
clothes. Yep. So they're lying when they say that I wasn't there.
Right, okay, so you did go to the fucking dealer. Mind you, from what I understand, a couple of years later, that
They came back.
goes straight there, and I mean, she's probably that drug fuck, she wouldn't know what time of day it was, you know? Alright, so you've gone to the dealer's place, after you've thrown the clothes in the river, you've gone to the dealer's house?
Yep.
You picked up there, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a 50 on.
Yep.
Never bought big quantities, I couldn't afford
What, just grain, was it?
Yeah, grain.
Okay, yep.
And spent about 15-20 minutes there, which I always did.
Yep.
like to spend half an hour or so I'm not walking in and out.
Yep.
Went home, went inside, figured out in the wire, told her I was back, went out and started chipping the timber.
Okay. So, that's the end of that for them? Did you go back?
About a week. Not well within that week I went back.
Have you hit the press button or what? He's missing
I
him?
think so, yeah.
Yeah, what's that? Let me find out. I might ring that door. Alright, so you've gone back a bit. It hadn't hit the press then?
Right. Oh, yeah, like as a missing
As a missing person,
yeah.
alright. So what you're thinking, fuck, I better do something there, or?
Just in case I went to put a shovel back.
Okay, so about a week later you've gone back, you've taken a shovel back in the same car,
Yes.
and what have you done then?
Went down to where I put him and only found a fragment of bone. The rest of it was gone.
You fucked in a week.
In a week. The rest of it was gone. Like there was a patch of, you could tell, because it was summer, you could tell that like there was fat on the ground.
So what do you reckon that means?
There's a lot of yabbies and animals and that sort of thing.
That yabbies there, eh?
So yeah, there was
Alright, so what was left of him?
a little piece of bone like that, but
No skull, no fuck all? So what do you do with that?
that was part of the skull.
Yeah.
And I buried it in there like he broke it up with the shovel.
So as far as you know it's still there? Because that's going to cause us a problem. We're going to have to go and grab that.
No, I broke it like it's...
No, but nowadays they can do wonders with all this fucking shit. You know, DNA, all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get you to fly over here with with a couple of boys and saw all that shit out, alright? But we'll sort that out for you. The shovel, you broke all up with the shovel.
Yeah.
Where's the shovel now?
Don't know.
What did you do with it?
I took it home with me. Used it in the gardens
And you've spoken out still there, or?
at the house.
Well, this is a fucking long time now, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is someone still living in that house that you...
Somebody's re-rented the house. Yeah.
So the shovel might still be there, who knows?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Might have gone in there. Because I left my wife about 7 months, 8 months after that.
Yep.
And we were living in, we moved from that house to Nambour to another house.
Okay.
And then I left her and went to Moranbah.
Alright, so as far as you know, there's nothing of his you've kept that
No,
can fucking make
nothing
you get your toe and stuff.
Yeah, nothing at all.
And the bit of bone that was left,
Yeah.
how big was it?
Oh, it's only like...
Fuck, that's amazing, eh?
As well, to this day I'm still...
So you've gone there and fucking buried it all, and that's all that's left.
That's all.
And you've buried that in that spot?
Yeah.
Alright. Is there anything else you think that we need to fucking clean up?
No.
Your alibi, the fucking, this drug dealer of yours.
Yeah.
Do you still talk to her, or
No. Haven't been in touch
do you
with
think we
her.
could approach her and fucking pay her some fucking dollars, or do you think we should just... I'll have a think about that. Alright?
She's done with the drugs as far as I know. So she may be approachable on that sort of thing. But it's the boyfriend that's saying that he would have remembered the motor and all that sort of stuff on the chipper. So,
What's the chipper got to do wrong with?
well, that's because I did show him the chipper.
Oh, you showed him the chipper, and he's saying that he would have remembered, but he's saying he doesn't
He
remember.
doesn't remember.
Okay. Alright, so look, I need to make some fucking calls. I need to have a bit of a think. What I'll do, I'll get Adam, no, I'll get Jeff to come back up, and he can take it down, fucking Paul. I'll give it, that boy's got something fucking to eat. Let me make some calls. When I've sorted out the fucking calls, I'll give you a call back and I can sort out what we're going to do. Might have to think about putting you up tonight somewhere. I can phone tomorrow with one of the boys, or a couple of the boys, and sorting all this shit out. Go and have a look, making sure everything is fucking good. Because if we can sort this out now, it's going to keep us all happy.
Yeah.
Right?
I said to,
Anything else?
I said to cutting all ties. I've cut ties to my family before.
Yeah.
But I've got no problem with cutting all ties to everybody, even to the state of death certificate dead.
Okay. Look, you know I can fucking fix things, right? I mean, Joe, we sent Joe away for a while, we had a few dramas.
Yeah.
It's not an issue,
What's
right?
he done with the riots?
Oh, I'm sure he's going alright. So, have faith in me, right?
Yeah.
We'll sort this out for you, and we'll move on. I might have to put this job back a little bit till we sort it out, but that's not a problem, right?
Nobody else knows.
Now, it's up to you what you tell them. Right? All they know is I'm just talking about something.
Yeah, well, it's not something that I'm going to tell anybody.
No, no, that's fine. And let me come up with a scenario then. Let me have a think about it, we'll sort something out, alright?
If Jeff that needs to know that,
Someone else is going to need to know.
I'll leave that in your court.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to send someone with you to sort all this fucking shit out, alright? So let me have a think about it. Let me get, I'll get Adam to come back up with Jeff, and I'll make a couple of calls. I'll talk to a couple of my people that have fucking have been giving me some of this info, just to see if there's anything else that could get us unstuck.
That's that half an hour alibi that the New Zealand saying I wasn't there. That's what's.
Yeah, we need to clean up. But if there's anything else there, and you say the house is gone now.
Yeah, the house is gone.
What do you mean gone? Demolished?
I don't know. It's like a workers' cottage.
Okay. And was there any fucking
No blood.
no blood, no spit? Did you fuck him?
No, didn't touch me.
Did you fucking blow? Did you, did you, so you left no spit, nothing?
No, nothing. And even if it was my DNA in the house, I'd been there before with another guy. And
yeah. Okay. Now, look, what we're talking about is there anything else I'll make a thought for you? Like anything else that you've fucking done that's going to get us unstuck?
No, there's nothing.
So no more kids we're going to fucking find missing and looking at you?
No, nothing like that at all.
Right.
I didn't go out that day to a nice kid or anything like that.
Just happened.
Yeah.
So when you through this fucking, I'm just thinking, why are you talking I'm thinking, because there's a lot of shit I'm trying to fucking sort out here. There's something about this watch, they're missing this fucking watch.
Yep.
Did you see a watch you had, or?
I didn't.
So it might have been in a pocket or some fucking thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was heading up the sink. Might have to look at, you're going to have to show them also where you're fucking...
All the bloods through there.
Yeah.
And the amount of time ago it was and everything.
Yeah. That's probably in your advantage.
Yeah.
But what concerns me is the actual fucking place that you fucking... Where you took him, But we'll sort that out.
Nobody really knows about that place either, so...
Yeah. We'll sort it, alright? And like I said, we're just going to have to put things back a bit to sort it. There you go, mate. Listen, you want to come back up with Jeff and grab Shadow and just take him down for a coffee or a drink or a bite to eat or something? I've just got a few calls, I've got to sort a few things out. Alright, no worries. See you soon. Bye. At this stage I don't know anything, right? And it's up to you what you want to tell them, but I'm going to have to bring someone else on board, obviously. Well, I don't want to... Yeah. Well, we've been able to do what we've been able to do for so long because we're careful.
Yeah.
And, I've built this business up over a long time, and I've got a lot of good contacts all around Australia and internationally. Ultimately the heat's on me, the heat's also on fucking them, So the big thing I've got to think of. But if I can sort this out for you, and I'm pretty sure I can, then we can move on.
Cool.
Alright?
Yeah.
You want to smoke or something?
Oh, I've got cigarettes, yeah.
Cool, then. that'd be successful, right?
Yeah.
Just give me some time to think, back and forth. And like I said, we might have to push up somewhere tonight. In town. Yeah, because I know he's going away, but you know, this came up and we had to fucking, this was more important for me to sort this out. So once we do that,
The reason why I'm leaving, so I'm burned out, so I'm confident that they can't kill me for it.
yeah. Because the thing is, you know, the thing is someone, I don't know, shit happens, you know, and it's those little things, if we don't fucking sort them, they can bring the ball down and down. Have you thought?
But it actually looks more like my old brother.
So this inquest has come up again. So we need to sort that shit out before the inquest. And then, it's hard to do it. Just got to maintain the fucking story.
Yeah, and she's still lives in the same house.
Does she? Okay.
Like I've been through the area before I
That's
came
good,
home.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Have you spoken to her all?
No. No, that's interesting. I rang her over drop-in one day and she signed off because I need to speak to you and you know what it's about. And I did, so I did go. Because I thought,
So, did you discuss it with her or?
nothing. I cut all ties.
From what I understand, this is, I mean, like I said, I'm not familiar with Queensland.
Yeah.
From what I understand, this is a fucking big deal.
It is. Yeah. First time
And I see there was something, I've got a web page now, something in the Coronial Mail or something on Saturday. Sunday, was it?
Saturday or something.
Yeah, they were back up a bit, because missing persons were something. So it's going to stay there until we hit the order. Are you sure there's nothing else in the sort there? Okay.
A little pink things here and there, nothing.
Nothing to say.
And absolutely nothing over here. Nothing at all.
Yeah, we've got to keep, we've got to keep the last life on.
That's why I changed my name.
Yeah. Oh, it was a name change. Where's that from?
My puppy got that in Queensland, his name's Shadow. My dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She looked like a shadow, and followed me around like a shadow.
Okay.
But I started using it as a nickname. So I took that on and was wondering what surname can I have, and me and Tracy were talking, and I was like, Shadow. Yeah, that runs in 6 months.
The places you were doing now.
Friends.
Okay. Yeah, you all know those, don't you?
And, love you.
Yes. Very clever. Yeah? And unfortunately it's still linked to the other thing, though.
Yeah.
But we'll do all we can do. The old Pajero, where's that now? Russell Hall.
Yeah, it's just off the Brisbane coast. Yeah, so get to it by car ferry.
There's a soul somewhere.
Yeah, so a mate of mine was living over there, and it's going to cost 10 grand to get her fixed mechanically.
Good work.
Yeah.
It's a good file, isn't it?
And
Oh, a good fucking car.
the 90-year-old Saturday diesel.
Mate of mine had an 89.
89, so yeah. That's not bad.
His was an import. His was a jet import.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he bought it just to fucking hurt around him basically, out the bush and that, but he couldn't break it.
Good right there. A nice gravel time for out of there,
How many pages done it?
I was up to, just under 300,
Yeah.
and I took it up to 600.
Yeah, right.
Wow. 6 years.
Same mine, everything.
Yeah.
What about mechanically? Do you have to do much work to it or?
No, just do its regular service and everything.
Cam belt, you do that as well?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Yeah, that
I've been company for a while, but
They're making all these, yeah. They like falls on it. Oh, yeah.
Straight swap it away.
Okay. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Oh, cool. Just paying a bill and about. What was the Verona? What's that? Not a four. Not a four. You go and buy yourself another 4-wheel or something? Or?
Had a rock that I sold before I came over here.
They weren't a bad bus, were they?
That was a good one.
Diesel or petrol?
No, it was petrol. It had the 4-wire motor. They came in with 3-wire, and somebody changed it over to the Highlands motor. It's got the crawler motor. Yeah,
okay.
That was good. All the motor was in the bowl.
Once things get going, we'll get you get yourself something decent, eh?
Yeah, I've been looking at the FJ cruisers.
Oh, the old FJ40 rebuild.
Yeah.
They were good buses, FJ40s.
Yeah, this is looks really nice, but me and Paul went and had a look at one yesterday, and they all got white roofs.
Yeah.
And I just had a left on from the blue to the white. Blasted off.
Yeah.
And there's a lid.
You know what I reckon they've done with those FJ40, or what they call it, FJ cruisers? I think Toyota is trying to take on the Jeep Wrangler.
The Jeep and the Hummer.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of the Hummer shape.
Yeah. I've heard some good things about the Jeep Wranglers actually.
I've got a Jeep Cherokee Chief, 81 all the time, and the big block. 360 in it.
Well, they're home here, you know.
Yeah, it's a project car. But so I found something that I want more, so the old drifter, Paddleman.
Yeah.
It's got a 318 in it, and I take the 318 out, put it into the Jeep, put it forward to the 360 out of the Jeep into that.
Alright.
Into that.
Yeah, Wranglers are good looking. Pretty yellow.
Wranglers are nice. The soft tops are better than the hard tops, I think. They look better.
Yeah, I think nowadays they come with both, don't they?
Yeah.
You can change them around.
Yeah.
I think they look ballsy, those things. That FJ Cruiser to me looks fucking weird.
Yeah,
It just doesn't look right.
when I first seen it, I had to have a second one. It's just one of them. I don't like that. But every time it's just like, it's growing. Yeah.
What colour?
I'm going to get the black.
Look at the white roof.
Yeah, they will get the white roof. There's only one, the red brick, that comes completely red brick.
I haven't seen many of them around, no, I think.
I've seen a few over here. Like mainly on the highways and that.
Yeah. Really? Alright, so what we'll do is you go down and get something to eat. We'll put you up somewhere tonight. Try and get you on a fucking plane tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get over there and sort that shit out as quickly and as cleanly as we can. And like I said, I might have to postpone things for a while, but I'm prepared to do that, you know, because you're more or less in the fucking inner circle now, you know what's kind of happening, so I'd rather keep you on board and sort these problems out for you. That's, didn't we cancel it out? But I've got, well, like I said, I've got those little qualms that we can sort this for you. I've sorted out worse than this, alright? And none of the fucking talks the balls in the wall, basically, you know?
I've been here for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah? Very good. Now it's all there for you, yeah? We just got to, like I said, crawl, walk, run, yeah? And these little fucking things that come up along the way, we fix them when we can, because it benefits us all. Not a bad idea, actually. We'll do this for you. That's the map. So you can show them.
Yeah, well, that's Fords Road.
Yeah.
Like I know. No.
Just write down the name of the road, so I'll just remember it. Royce Road.
Royce. Royce.
Yeah. It's a pity this fucking dealer of yours has come up with some fucking bullshit. That could have been pretty good.
Well, it was, I think they didn't want to say yes, he was here.
Okay.
That's why I lost.
Also, I've heard it's a couple of years later, you know, so I mean, they might have digitally remember what happened.
Yep.
But you reckon you showed them this?
I showed them the chipper. Because it's like, oh, what are you doing? It's just like, chipping can be cleaned up. Because I took a posse track down. I bought a posse track.
A what?
A posse track, a bobcat.
Yeah.
When I had to move.
Yeah.
And I tidied up all the yard and everything. And
what, this here?
Oh, not here. Mariela's yard.
Oh, okay.
Because she had a big step down back, and she wanted it more flat and level. So I took it in there and cleaned it all up for them. I often had like something weird taken to show them.
Yeah, I'm just thinking again as I'm fucking talking. When you threw all the shit in the river, have you seen it sink, or have you seen it drift down, or?
Yeah, drift and sink at the same time.
Oh,
And it was getting wet. It was.
So where would it end up?
In Palmerston Passage.
Palmerston
Passage in the Moreton Bay.
Okay, so it's highly unlikely that they'll be able to find that shit.
Well, the clothing and everything now will be fucking...
And even if they do find it, there's nothing to pin it to you.
No.
You've left no fucking DNA or nothing?
Nothing. I didn't even get my pants down enough.
Alright, and the shovel, we just got to try and think about this fucking shovel, because you smashed the...
A little bit of skull was left. Well, I think it was skull. It could have been skull.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, I was right. I know there's a couple of wild dogs and shit, but I would have thought that there would have been bones everywhere.
And this was a week later?
Week, maybe, week, 10 days at the most. It was before, like my car, I didn't even wash my car, didn't vacuum it out, nothing. So, and they took my car for a whole day on Christmas Day.
Like you would have been sweating that.
Yeah, it was.
And they've done fuck all?
Yeah. Oh, I got my car back.
There was something about taking their carpets out or something, or?
I don't know whether if they took my carpets out, they put them back the exact same way. Even the inside wasn't vacuumed or anything. Like when I got it back, it wasn't vacuumed. There was fingerprint dust, black and white fingerprint dust everywhere.
What, so has he touched anything in the car at all?
Would have only been the door handle and the...
And they've never come with no prints or nothing?
No. It's 2 weeks.
And when you strangled him, what, 2 hands, 1 hand, or elbow? Your arm? Where was he, on the ground, or?
Yeah, like, sort of, when he started to struggle, like I was starting to pull his pants down.
Yeah.
And he said, oh no. And started to struggle and put my arms.
So he's lying on his back?
Well, actually, I was standing, squatting, and I grabbed him and...
Right, okay. We're going to tell a couple of people, just like taking wall in something, right? We've got to make you pause and talk and stuff, alright?
Yeah, mate.
You can say no, go. Well, thanks, Sharon. Talk to you soon.
Police! Stay there, Brett.
Stay there, mate.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Police.
Stay where you are.
Brett Cowan, Steve Blanchard, Detective Senior Sergeant from the Homicide Unit in Brisbane, and you know Ross Hutton. Is that correct?
From Sunshine Coast CLB.
No, I don't know him.
You don't know him?
No.
Okay. Brett, we're here to, we're investigating the abduction and murder of Daniel Morcombe.
Yep.
Okay. You're aware that you've been spoken to before in relation to that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. What I have to tell you is that you don't have to speak to us today. Okay. Yep. You have the right to remain silent.
Yep.
You don't have to answer any question or make any statement.
Yep.
Do you understand that?
Yep. Just to tell him that I'm under arrest, am I?
Not at this time. If you're happy to remain with us and speak with us in relation to this matter.
No, you just can arrest me.
All right. You're under arrest for the murder of Daniel Morcombe.
Yep. Cool. I'm under arrest for Daniel Morcombe's murder.